I'm gonna teach you how to make biscuits. We're gonna start with our ingredients. All-purpose flour, some sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Get that mixed really well. You want to ensure that your butter is extra cold because it's going to make your biscuits extra flaky. Get that into the flour just so it doesn't stick to the box grater, and you're going to start grating this extra cold butter. So you want these nice shreds of butter. If you don't have a grater, we can actually just take a bench scraper. You just want to add a little bench flour to your board and you just slice it nice and thin. And this is definitely a great way to get your butter nice and flaky. Get this thoroughly mixed through. Our last step is to add our buttermilk. And you want to make sure this is cold as well. Depending on where you live and the humidity, you may add a little bit less or more buttermilk. This is exactly what we want. We want these like nice crumbles in here. Get this onto our surface and we're going to start shaping our biscuits. You want to be gentle with this. This will be very crumbly in the beginning, but everything will come together quite nicely. We are doing a letter fold. So we're going to fold this into thirds and we're going to do about 6 letter folds. Now we're going to get this wrapped up in plastic. We'll place this into the freezer for about 30 minutes and then we're going to portion it out. Here is our nicely cold biscuit dough, but the key to making the perfect square biscuit is to actually cut off the ends. This will not be going to waste. We will be saving these biscuit ends and eating them. You can actually see all the different layers in the biscuits. We use a ruler. You definitely don't have to, but I like to make sure that it's nice and perfect. Look at that, look at those layers. We're gonna get these biscuits onto a parchment lined baking tray. So what I actually like to use for brushing the tops of my biscuits are some sort of animal fat. I actually have some schmaltz that I had rendered down. It's actually one of my favorite fats. It's high in flavor. And we're just gonna top it off with a little flaky sea salt. And be liberal with it. I like my salt and it kind of gives it a nice crispy top. We're gonna pop these in the oven at 450 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. When I started making these biscuits, I would love to sit on the floor and watch them rise, and I think I'm gonna do that. Here are my biscuits, gorgeous. See all the layers throughout the biscuit? That's exactly why we wanted the butter nice and cold. So you can see that flaky goodness. Delicious.